G'day guys, we're doing some testing and we've got some electrical storms around, so the poor old detector's going completely nuts because we got a massive loop on this. This is a 100-inch detector. 175 is it? Oh, okay. It's a 175-inch coil. Oh, there's a lot of noise. I think it's on power line frequency at the moment. I can hear it doing the wop wop. Oh, also, hang on a second. These microphones, these wireless microphones, set off the detector, and it's pretty close to it. So let's move it away. I don't know if it makes any difference, but with such a huge loop, yeah, let's get rid of some tree branches. Yeah, with such a huge loop, it's going to pick up everything. But this is not really meant to be used like this as a big drag coil. You can, but you need to get away from suburbia. Like I say, we're in a spot where we've got a road over there, see, and there's power lines over there, and we've got main feeders just down the road. So we're going to cop a lot of electrical interference. But yeah, we've got the detector on low gain as well. It's in normal mode. I can try and do a tune on it and just see how it goes. We'll do that. No, actually, I'm not sure if this one's got variable frequency or not. Yeah, the whole spectrum's noisy. Listen to that. I don't know if it's going to find a quiet spot or not. I'll put a microphone on the speaker. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, come on. Well, let's see what happens. It's a bit quieter. Hooray! Okay, right, test target. Yeah, we're on a noise. Yeah, well, this got the gain turned down too, so it's not a real good idea. Yeah, it's a ridiculous size, and the noise is going to drown it out. Tell you what though, to give a bit of a simulation, I suppose we can always flip it into a figure 8.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, okay, we'll just see anyway. We've got some big targets here. We left the coconut cream at home, and we've got a can of chopped up tomatoes or something. Or, for the Americans, tomatoes. I didn't even say that with a proper accent, did I? Tomatoes. Or for the Filipinos, kamatis. We have to hold the can up vertically and walk across the coil to see if it gets it. You might have to do it a bit faster than that. It's probably, the coil's probably way too big and I've got the gain down too far. But this coil is not made for targets like that. This coil is made for detecting meteorites. I think it's working, but I've got the gain turned down to next to nothing on the detector. And, well, you can make it into a sausage or you can flip it into an 8. Okay.
Shut it up, otherwise it's going to scream.
Yep, it will scream. So what are we going to do? Sausage it, are we?
I reckon sausage with a twist. So we'll go this way a bit.
Okay.
All right, something like that, and then
You want to double D it? Or, I mean, double D it. Figure eight it.
you give it a twist. There we go. And then we'll try and balance it out a bit.
Okay. How's that? Something like that?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do. If we get it right in the middle and it's sort of equal each side, it should be quite good. It should be quiet, but we'll soon see. We'll see how it goes. We'll turn the detector back on. Okay, so that's a long sausage. I'll get back on the camera. So much shadow here, I can't really see. But if you can see, it goes all the way over there and all the way here as a long crossover sausage. Actually, I'll put the gain up because we can run more gain like this. It is on low gain. It's on 0. Try that with just... Okay. Okay, get rid of as soon as you get rid of the noise and you can put the gain up. Okay, let's have a look. That's our can of tuna. Now we're going for the tomatoes. Yeah, still too much electrical noise, but there's nothing we can do about it unless we go for a half-hour drive. If we, even though it's a big long sausage, you still go deep. You can probably get that over your head easy, I think, couldn't you? Oops, hang on. Oops. I'm not looking at the camera. Yeah, try it again. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. If you look at the sky, there's storm clouds gathering up there and they're behind us. And we've had electrical storms all morning, and yeah, I think it's going to get a lot worse. We're using a 4500 on this. What do you do, fiddle the frequency? Oh, okay. So whatever the noise is around here, it does. It whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, see, it drifts around. It sounds like mains to me. Anyway, I'll get this up again. Okay, here we go. If you open it up a little bit into circles, it'll get a lot more depth. So if you just open it up just a little bit more. Like that, because you get a lot of cancellation when the wires on the coils run like this. You really want to circle, but this is modifiable. It's a little bit of give and a little bit of take. Okay. If you could get this absolutely perfect, it should be dead quiet, but it's pretty hard. You'd have to measure it out and lock it into place. So what's Dave got now?
That's just the tuna.
He's got the can of tuna.
Okay, let's blast through these while we have a quiet moment.
Yeah, while we have a bit of a quiet moment. There we go. That's our big, well, not so big, tomatoes or tomatis. I wish I could run more gain on the detector. We're about a third gain on the detector just because of the area. Well, let's get it as high as you.
It's pretty good.
Well, as it's quiet, let's turn the gain up. We'll just see how we go. Okay, I turned the detector about 9 out of 10 on the front gain. So your shoes have got those eyelets in it, it'll pick it up. Maybe if you just stand in the middle of it. Yeah, because it's a motion detector, if you don't move, it won't pick you up. That's good enough.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How small will it get those?
Across the windings, it'll pick anything up.
Like,
What do you got?
it's a 9-volt battery.
9-volt battery. It'll pick that. It should pick it up. That's not too bad. Yeah. 20 cents. Yeah. It still gets it. It's okay. Even with all that noise and chatter, it still gets it. There we go again. It's going into fits of interference.
It doesn't like.
It doesn't like it.
It's too small.
Well, you could always put it into enhance, it will work. But on that, but we're running normal mode, by the way, and yeah, you can see all that electrical interference we had before. We get rid of a lot of it by going into the figure 8. Just flip it into a figure 8. I mean, a lot of people, when they make up figure 8 coils, they use a round transmit coil, and they do this with a separate receive coil. But you can do it with both. I mean, do both with one coil. Well, Dave's testing again. Like I say, it's not made for small targets, but it can. If you actually make it into a really long skinny sausage, you'll lose a lot of depth, and then it'll ping better on small targets. But you know, it's not designed for that. It's a big target coil. So
20 cents or bigger.
20 cents or bigger. There you go. What's 20 cents in US? Well, 2 dimes. What's that? A quarter. There you go. A quarter. Yeah. Quarter. Down south in Alabama, you know. No, our American accents is pretty crap. Like the American Australian accent's pretty crap as well. Except if you're Wolverine, who can do American accents, because he's an Australian dude, by the way. Huh?
I really thought this was a 20-cent piece. I thought like it'd be hard pressing the can to choose.
Listen, even when the wind picks up, the noise picks up. As soon as the wind picks up, the noise picks up. And we have a theory about that called ionized air around high voltage power lines, and that's the direction the wind's coming towards the camera, and that is the direction over there where the high voltage power lines are about 250 meters away, maybe a bit more. Yeah, they are probably at least 66 kV. They're probably even higher than that. I don't know. I don't want to go and put my multimeter on it to find out. So that's that. So that's the massive monster coil, and Dave will tell you, how long did it take to make that? It's days of work making that. It is so hard to make. Everything has to be compressed. It's all got to be spaced and wound and wound and wound. And yeah, there we go. Spikes of noise.
If it finds one target within the size of its detection range, it'll probably pay for itself, though. So
Yeah, you can turn that off now if you want.
Worth the exercise.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if we really want to, do you want to? We can actually configure this into a. Oh God, I've always wanted to do this. I never have. Right.
Oh, figure eight.
A figure eight. Yeah. Okay, we're going to try this because. Well, what actually is a few things I want to try. Right. How about two, as well? I mean.
It would be great if we had hula hoops and cable ties.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Well, you can grab the microphone on that if you want, but
Fine.
yeah.
Just wiggle things.
Yeah, just rough.
Yeah.
So we've got to get the phase flip, and then flip again, sort of opposite of what that was. Oh, you can try it either way. It doesn't probably make any damn difference.
I think, yeah, as long as it's crossed, it should be.
Well, depends which bit goes where to a degree, because there is phase changes. But
I think
you'll find out. You'll find out. This is going to be interesting. So I've never done this. I've always wanted to. And the other one I've got to do as well is a real good one. I'll show you in a second. But I don't know how accurate we can get the shape just doing it on the ground like this. It should go on a piece of plywood or some sort of wooden spars as a frame. But yeah, okay. Either we're going to have some sort of success or not. Okay. It's on. Well, you must have got it right.
Nice and quiet.
Oh, it's super quiet, isn't it? Well, obviously we got less pickup because it's phase change, but smaller pickup. Oh, that's all right. Hang on, I'll spin the camera around. If you actually configured this as a long, more open one like we've done here, where it's hard to see on the camera because the sun's glaring, but you could use this as a type of patch finder if you wanted to do something like this. It'll probably work just as well. Try it there and try it in the middle. Yeah, you effectively got a smaller coil, so you're not going to get as much depth. And when you think about it, you got 3 times the power in the other coils. Okay. So that can is only getting energized with 1/4 of the detector's power, because the other 3/4 is there's 1/4 or 25% going into each coil, each round part. So, like I say, with these flexible coils, you can experiment like crazy with them. So if you can configure it to say, oh well, look for big stuff. I want to look for more medium stuff with a higher signal output. Oops, me talking, not watching. There we go. Yeah. So you can for targets like that, if you had that as a drag coil on really big open flat ground, you would cover a lot of ground really quickly. And probably snag a few trees. I don't know. Here we go. Well, that's probably as much as I'd want to dig. Imagine being in WA and hitting concrete and you had to dig a hole super deep. Now, let's try another experiment here. This is going to be a fun one, right? Now, I've always wanted to do this. I've never seen it done by anybody. It's been in my head for about, I don't know, 25 years. But yeah, I'll turn this off because we don't want to hear it scream. Okay, we open it up into a circle again. Okay, so we open it up like some sort of circle as best we can. Okay. 175-inch coil. Okay, on the ends, right? 1/4. You go that way and I'll go this way. You make 2 little loops. Well, like this, right? Like this. We may have to make these end bits bigger, but I want to try it anyway. If we actually add anti-phase coils at the end, we should be able to tune out a lot of terrestrial interference and still have a really big mono loop to get big targets deep. So I'll turn the detector on. This is experimental, never been done. Okay, it's picking up a lot of I've got the gain on 9 anyway on that, so it's pretty crazy. Maybe if we make the loops a little bit bigger, because they're not really, you can just walk it in a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, the noise has gone down, right? If you actually worked it out mathematically, that circumference of the 2 outer coils were the same as the circumference of the middle part, it should cancel. But I can tell it already has. Try a big target on it, just see how it goes. And the wind's picking up again. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can just fudge factor it in so we can get a lot of the noise out. So, yeah, look at half of that. We only have to go a little bit bigger, I think. It's not a perfect circle. It's not going to be. I've got keys in my pocket. Damn it. How's that? We've lost our circular shape, so it's going to be a bit iffy. Okay. The outer coils will still pick up targets, but this is, they won't pick it up as far as what the middle coil will, but that's our idea of trying to get rid of noise. You can, you know, put little outriggers on like that, and it causes a cancellation of terrestrial noise. We'll see how we go. Dave's out with the tuna and the tomato, or tomato, whatever, and the big can. Still gets it on the outrigger okay. What about in the middle? Yeah, that's still pretty good. That's going all right. So yeah, with that big coil set at 175, it would probably be more optimum on something the size of a small car, or something like that. Now we'll turn this off, and
What if we flip them in?
that's yeah.
Does it work if you flip them in?
Nah. Do you want to try it? You can pick up and flip them in if you want and cross them over. See what happens. This is all experimental. When you got something this big and it's flexy, why not? This is one thing I've never ever done either. Oh dear me. Okay. Oh dear me. All it needs is a nose and a face now. I mean a mouth, and you know. Oh, it'll just cancel itself to Betsy. Let's see what happens. Oh well, we've lost all our cancellation. There you go. You can't flip it and drop them in. Doesn't work. Yeah, it's probably acting as like a concentrated coil. This will give all those coil makers massive amounts of ideas now. But as you see, we've lost our noise immunity. It's all gone back to noise. Now think of this, people. You could have a mono coil. You can make a small mono coil, right? And when you wind the coil, you wind little outriggers on it, little extra circles of, you know, just a little bit. You have to probably have to be a bit of a oblique type of shape or something, and you have your main coil, and yeah, basically two halves of that size flipped out on the sides, and run them in 180 degrees out of phase, and you can have a coil that will be like a quiet mono, or basically a noise cancelling mono to a degree. Now, will we see X-Coils and Nugget Finder and Coil Tech and Minelab and everyone starting to make coils with outriggers on them for noise cancellation? That's interesting. Now, the thing is, people probably are thinking, oh, you could stick those extra coils up in the air, and you know, it'll get away from the ground. That won't work. You'll be at 90-degree phase to the incoming interference to the main coil, and you'll not get a cancellation effect. Okay, so it has to be flat. It has to be planar, flat to the ground, and not that configuration that's on the ground at the moment. That do not work. It works as like a mono. You know, when you think about it, could you, now I used to do a lot of stuff with fractal modeling years and years ago, right? And I did fractal modeling on antenna systems, trying to get the highest efficiency with an antenna. There's radio antennas, but bending it in fractals, right? And we did have some success. I worked on a project doing little, I think it was 500 meg stuff that was used for, we made hidden little, this is years and years ago, we made hidden transmitters that went on earth moving equipment, stuff like that. And if someone knocked it off, we'd be able to track it with 3 or 4 sites in a given area on top of the mountains or big buildings in a city, and we triangulate it and work out where it was, and then we send the police around there. But that's a long time ago. Now you can buy those mobile phone things and just stick it there and you'll know where anything is anytime. Or GPS into the phone system. If you want it really accurate, you can do a lot of stuff like that. But that's getting away from coils. When you had a look at that one there, how it actually worked, I'm just thinking, right, it shouldn't be a net gain of getting the wires and making say you got a mono and you actually, instead of having the 2 inners there, you actually did 4 inners smaller, and would that make a better coil for more pickup of really big targets and really small targets all at the same time? Now think about that, right? You will 4 quadrants in there, the coil will go half, and you know something, I'm so tempted to do that. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There's a reason I'm not going to do it.
257.
I've got to go and do a run. No, it's not just that. It's if I do that, it works really good. Well, then all the coil manufacturers are going to knock off my idea and run away with it. But do it. See if it works. You can waste your time on it. Yeah, but you could do quadrant coils. Make it into 4 and bring in the loop size. Should go really well on big targets at in like fringe field, and it will have much more concentration for small targets inwards. But anyway, I've got to go. I've got to go and do a run. Anyway, catches. Hope you enjoyed yourselves.